Pansy has seen out the summer and she has not fallen in the fall. The days are getting shorter, the nights longer, and winter's cold grasp will soon be upon the land. But Pansy feels that she's given herself a chance, and her plans are really quite grand.
Is it crazy if I just made me alive? Got a feeling that I might die tonight. Woke up in the morning, raving for a brand new day. But
Pansy is getting herself ready for the next day before she goes to bed. She's been up all night, plumbing in plumbing, connecting generators, making her abode just that little bit more comfortable than she probably had ever hoped for since the outbreak of the apocalypse. Now while Pansy is double time or triple timing around her apartment, sorting all the bits out, just to point out it's been a little while since the last episode was posted, and this is now episode 22. So between some technical difficulties in terms of audio and mics and things which I had to sort out, which has delayed me, I've had some time to think about precisely what to do with this project and come to a conclusion that the Hydrocraft stuff is just about to kick off in probably the bigger way that I've managed to achieve to date. So my initial thoughts on recording videos to get things done seems to have paid off a little bit, if that's the right word. But if I'm going to carry on doing this, I thought that I needed to improve the video quality, which means taking out some of the vagaries of bad audio and maybe think a little bit more about how we edit and being consistent. So this will be the concluding episode of season 1, and I'll come back to season 2 in a few weeks, but I'll also launch or relaunch season 1 by revisiting them and improving audio and edits, and that will probably mean the channel itself will be relaunched. It's only got the Pansy videos on it, so I think a fresh start in terms of the next season overall, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that. For now though, Pansy's gotten her household in order, gotten her equipment set out, so it's time to go to sleep. Well, for a few hours at least. So 12:30, not too bad at all. Pull up and off at a trot, ready to run. Now, the objective is to get to the big houses over the way there, but before we do, we can scout out to see if the coast is clear by taking a rooftop view over the neighbourhood and seeing where the hordes may be. So there's guys there, there's guys up in that little car park in front of the pub, but in the immediate vicinity, looks clear, that's the garden we want to go into. So if we can't see anybody, let's hop the fence. No alarm on the house. Let's go in, let's go through it like a dose of salts and grab what may be grabbed. But do keep an eye out, Pansy. That's it, open the doors and shove in case of zombies. Right, let's see. Now what we're hoping for in these affluent homes, of course, is handy books and hopefully the odd firearm and maybe interesting items which we can add to our crafting collection. There you go, the yogurt cookbook. That may not be exactly life-changing, but we'll add it because it's unread. Oh, here we go, here's a fellow. Knock him down. Shove him over, that's it, stab him up through the throat. There you go, won't do it again. Right, quickly have a look around. Check the drawers and wardrobes. Oh, 2 gun cases. This bodes well. They're big cases as well. Shotguns, hopefully. Indeed. And shells. So that's enough shells. And as long as the shotgun's not in too bad a condition. Oh, even more shells. Okay, right. We can definitely try out further shooting experiments, improve our aiming. Because didn't we pick up a silencer or suppressor that will fit one of those JS2000s or whatever they're called? There's a yoink there for the TV remote. I really like those. We'll make something of that. Another gun case, but only a small one. What's in there? Okay, we'll remember they're there. And in the cupboard, no, nothing much. Right, we've done it. On to the next. So let's go downstairs and poke our nose outside. Make sure, yeah, there's some people at the end. Let's go this way then. Let's go to the other side. Now, this house here is for sale, which I think means it's going to be completely empty. So hopefully it'll also be empty of zombies and we'll have no threat to our rear as we go forward and look at the other side of the gated community. Yep, nobody home. Very good, okay. As long as the car park is not full, I don't think it should be. They've been driven off or moved away. There's some guys in the backyard of that house. Okay, you're sweating up a little bit, Pansy, through your efforts. That moisture, and you're agitated. Have yourself a smoke. That'll get rid of that problem. But keep an eye out. Look, there's one guy approaching here on your left. That's it. You can just enjoy your cigarette while he shambles into view. Keep an eye on him, mind. Doesn't seem to be a sprinter. Look at him. Through the nose or wherever it went. Lovely. Brains splattered all over the tarmac. Very good. Right, we know there's one on the back fence there. Are there any others? Yep, here's another guy. Oh, a speedy one. But again, if they only rush you in ones, it's no real different than staggering up to you slowly like this wrestler fellow. There we go. Right, any alarms? If there are no alarms, we should take a little look around the back, make sure there are no hordes that we would immediately encounter. Nothing in that back side room. That's a bathroom. Let's go in through here. But do take it steady, Pansy. Now these nice big houses, hopefully, the former occupants were well-educated, well-read, well-rounded individuals with many different interests. Let's have a look. That's it. Make sure your environment is clear of enemies. Okay, nope, but we'll take the book for the book gamble. What do we have in here? The office. Yeah, we'll have a look on those shelves shortly, but just check here, make sure this is clear. It is a box of books. A box of books containing a jerky cookbook. Welding, the welding textbook is good. The welding textbook is very good. We can grab those. Once we've got the house clear, we'll pick them all up. Upstairs, bathroom clear. Upstairs, bedroom 1 clear. Bedroom 2. Let's have a look. My, what do we have? A comically large Bic pen. The Bic Excalibur. Now I thought I had turned these off. Because now, Pansy, though the comic effect is undeniable, you do look so much like a little action figure wandering around a dolly house with a regular size pen. But anyway, look at the damage it does. That's it. Hop over here. Have a look, see if there's anybody around. There's a chap wandering there in the garden of the house over. 1 or 2, in fact. Who's here? Oh. a wrestler-y in the kitchen trying to get out. Come on. Let's invite him into the garden for a chat. Yeah, he's really going for it. But open that. Oh, what? Well, there you go. Slapped with the big pen. Now, anybody else here? Oh, yeah, another one joined us. Oh, he's feral. Yes, well, shove him over. And get up in his grill. That's it. The pen is mightier than the sword, so to speak. Right, are we able to... Oh no, there's a skeleton fellow trying to get out. Now then. Let's see if we can't... No, you can't open the window. He can't open the window. We're at an impasse. This will never do. Right. Clear that broken glass and climb through, I think. If he won't come out to you, you'll have to go into him. Because I think we do want to have a look around this house as well, though it's getting late, Pansy. And you are tired now, or drowsy at least, and you are carrying a fairly heavy load. Bear it in mind. Bear it in mind. All this will affect your ability to fight. Very large pen or not, as the case may be. But here he is. That's it. Crush his skull with a big... Oh, come on, Pansy. You're making a meal of it. That's it. That's taught him a lesson. Okay. So let us advance into the kitchen. Don't think there'll be any alarms, Pansy, because it didn't seem to be set off by the zombies coming out. Mind you, maybe they don't. I'm not sure on that point. It's an alternative setting within the sandbox options, I guess. Okay, drowsy, fairly heavy load, so we're limited on what we can do, so let's hope it's a very high value. Anybody here? Nobody there. That's just out to the back garden, in which there are no further zombies in immediate view, which is good to know. Rightio. Let's keep an eye out though, be wary. 2 bookcases. I like bookcases. What have we got on this one? Stuff that we've seen before, or... Oh, silver working textbook. Yeah, that'll do. Grab. A definite yoink. The book, we can always gamble on that by pulling the covers off. Nope. And what's here? Bronze. And tailoring. The tailoring textbook. That is exactly what we wanted. That plays into the skill set we've been developing, carpentry and tailoring, and we can build a tailoring workbench at some point, hopefully. Though there'll no doubt be a long chain of things that need to be built up to get that working. Okay, well, it's late, so I'm going to call it. Time to scuttle off home. Scuttle, scuttle through the neighbourhood. Avoid further zombies. You're too tired to fight. But sneaking around in the middle of the night has the definite benefit of building up your sneak skill. So let's get in with all this good stuff that we've now obtained, drop it off, and grab some sleep. Right, that can stand there. That doesn't look too bad. More ornamental value going forward, I think. We'll not be tweaking that around. It looks too silly. Of course, if push comes to shove, if we were to be invaded here, you could always grasp the massive pen and whack your zombie assailants. But what I'm much more interested in is the shotgun option. Okay, well, let Pansy double time it around the apartment, getting all her stuff ready, and get ready for bed. And think what we'll do tomorrow. We're out of lumber, so tomorrow I think we'll need to make axes and chop logs and saw planks, and I believe wooden blocks. Now I've done a look at the tailor's workbench. Once we've read that book, we'll be able to make more definite progress, but I know for a fact we shall need some wood as it sounds like, for a workbench. So that will probably be tomorrow's activities. And we'll see if we can't understand the chain of Hydrocraft activities that we need to produce that. There you go, put the duplicates in the duplicate book box. Very good. And let's keep the stocks in order. That's it, close the window, let's not have too much of a draft. Anything down there? No, no, all the lights are off and everybody's gonna settle down. It's wee small hours, but I think we'll pick the rest of those books up in the morning and read them. But just for right now, because it's, while you get your jammers on there, that's it, lighten the load, and then you can have a lie down and read the marvellous treatise on the appropriate way to design and build a tailor's workbench. Won't that be fantastic, Pansy? I should think so. Right, the desk lamp is on, the light's off, so now you can just, if we can master the menu system, there we are, lie down and read, which is great. That was a nice drop for us, because though we're never really at a loss for things to do and things to progress, and I think ultimately you have to keep moving forward on lots of fronts, it is nice to see the things come in to help the project in hand. Okay, read all these up, add them to your fund of knowledge, and then get ready for the day. Yeah, that's it. Change out of your pajamas into your pseudo fireman warrior kit and get yourself off downstairs in workman-like fashion, and we'll see if we can figure out precisely how to build our workbench. Though first, of course, let's see about this upgrade to this shotgun, adding the suppressor or silencer. There's the shotgun. Where's the... Maybe you have to have it in your inventory to be able to do it. It's in that stack. Oh, there you go. So you'll just need that and a screwdriver, I think. Yep, there's the upgrade option. And I think that will be an interesting experiment. I think that Pansy will be a bit of a game changer for you. I think you'll be able to face hordes while your ammunition holds up quite nicely. Jolly good. Right, that's enough speculating about that. That'll do for another day. Today we are in carpentry mode. Hydrocrafting. Okay, that's putting further stuff away and collecting some stuff up. And then we can head on out and get some wood, because there's no planks here. We've used all our planks and logs building the stairs up onto the roof. We'll need some more. So back-breaking toil, I'm afraid. Here we are, killing trees, killing more trees, taking out the little trees. And also it's a good idea to remove these bushes, because though this one doesn't. Does this one? Nope. But if this one is going to oblige us, we'll get a tree branch, which is good for a handle. There you go. A tree branch there. We can build more axes. A little tiny tree gives us a log, and there we go. Chop, 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 chop. Good work, Pansy. Plenty of logs now. Get the idea? Bring them in to the wood shop where the sawbuck is, and cut some wooden blocks. So turn one log into blocks, which produces 12 blocks. It's a handy trick, you can't do that without the sawbuck. Grab one of the blocks and we'll turn a block into a ring. Carve, carve, carve. And we have a wooden ring. And a wooden ring is important, I seem to recall, as a component of this tailor's workbench. But how it actually works, I'm not sure what we do with it next. So let's work backwards from the tailor's workbench. And the tailor's workbench needs a spinning wheel. Aha, that's it. And a spinning wheel needs, I think it's a wooden wheel. We'll check that. And a wooden wheel will need the wooden ring. So we're working out what to do from log to bench, as it were. The workbench in the corner of the woodshop there that we made a while ago will be the basic bench that we'll put all these bits on to make the tailor's bench. Yep, there you go. A spinning wheel needs a wooden wheel. Now what do we need to turn the wooden ring into the wooden wheel? That's probably tell us what we're short of and what we need to figure out what to get next. Okay, a wooden ring, sturdy sticks, no problem. A jar of wood glue containing 6 units. I know we haven't got that much, but we do have the other things. A jar of glue. Make glue. We need charcoal and bone powder. Let's have a look at what we need to make charcoal. Because we might be able to find it by rooting around, but it'd be nice to know if we can easily make it or not. So yes, we will render down logs in a kiln. Okay. Well, that's one way to do it. But let's say that's the way. No, that's a kiln. Okay, well, how do we make a kiln? Tar kiln. Make kiln. Red clay, grey clay. 50 units. Which again we can hunt up, but let's see how. If we wanted a shovel clay, we would need the stone quarry, and to get a stone, no, that's spelt wrong. That's better. To dig a quarry, we need an auger. Okay, well, sleep on that. I think this means that all roads are leading to the warehouses out of town. We need to do a proper raid on a big storage facility and pick things up. Either a pallet of clay or an auger. I think ideally both. But not today. Today we will take a slightly different tack. Today we will take our shotgun for a walk. Well, we took it for a drive to begin with. It seems more purposeful to drive into battle, but rather than have the car noise attract them, I think I'll approach on foot. Victim number 1. Here he comes, feral, sprinting in. Ah, beautiful. And fairly silent. Just a little crack there. Okay. That was quite satisfying. Let's see who else we've got. Now the objective here is not just to shoot zombies. I want to get into the tool shed around the back of the school. So there's a hole in the fence here that I noticed on one of the previous occasions, and there was a good bunch of mixed zombies in through there. So I think what I must do to begin with is just take out these two so they're not able to flank me, while that other bunch by the wall, while I now engage them. So, oh, not good. Oh, in his face at close range. Stepping in. Come on. Oh, was it jammed? Empty? Oh, come on, Pansy. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. That's it. Knock her over. Yeah, so if you can't shoot her, at least you can stomp her brains out. Right, look to your gun. What do we need to do? Rack? What? No, everything seems alright. Looked like it had 1 in it. Now it's got 5 in it. Plus 1 in the thing, in the chamber, I guess. Or what? Right, there we are. Fully loaded. Right, with 7 shells ready. As long as there's nobody approaching us from behind, let's take the fight to them. This is a bunch. And Pansy. They'll be sprinters. Oh, he's the first one out of the blocks, coming at you quick. Here we go. And down. Very satisfying. Okay, now let's perpetrate some mass slaughter. Yes, oh no, he's stopped to admire himself in the window. Doesn't like what he's seen and hitting with his head. Come on, the others are coming. Right, who have we got? A skeleton with a baseball hat. A walking wounded. A patient. That was a twofer. Well done. There we go. Lots of green outlines. Oops. No, don't get overrun though. Load up. This is much quicker though than trying to hammer them down by hand. I don't think there is anything quite so satisfying as a shotgun with a silencer. That is a peculiarly good feeling, eh, Pansy? Mowing your enemies down. Okay, who else is around? No more big groups. This fellow poses no great threat. Well, maybe he does. That's it. One over there, then maybe inside. No, maybe not, because they were breaking the windows from the outside. Of course, they then fall over the window. I think there should be more inside. It is logical, Pansy, so go and have a look. Any through those double doors? Oh, here he is, to your left. A shambler. Oh. Oh dear. You're missing. Alright, but point blank range does it. But 3 shells for 1 zombie. That is not very efficient, I fear. Okay, let's make sure that there are no others lurking, ready to spring out. Can't hear anything. The classrooms look to be vacant. Okay, there he is by the fence. Okay, ninja up and do it close and personal. Oh, he spotted you. He, I guess. Okay. This is what we wanted. May as well check for alarms, good practice. Not surprised, there is no alarm. Let's see if we can pick the lock. The lock is hard. Recommended skills 6, you only have 2. I fear that this will be beyond us. It's done up worse than the bank vault. So I don't know whether they're equally hard to find and you have less chances of finding them before you break the lock, and that's the difference, or if the sweet spot is tiny by comparison on this one, which is why it's so hard to find. And there you go. The more you do it, the more chance you have of breaking the lock. Oh, go on then, let's have a go with the crowbar. You might get lucky. But again, a hard lock. No, look at that. Trying to land on that little green or orange blob in all that red. I fear it will not work out. And I suspect it will tire you out because it's ridiculously exerting work, apparently. Trying to lever open a door. Yeah. Oh my word, it's tiring me out watching you, Pansy. And I don't think it's going to work. Oh well. Worth a try, I suppose. You had to roll the dice, huh? Now you're agitated and exerted. So sit, eat, smoke, rest. Let that exertion drain away. Because we've got an axe. A hand axe, and we can chop the door down. Because I will get in here. I need to have a look. Because I'm hoping for a propane torch. Which is the one thing which is stopping us from proceeding with the metalworking career. Because we've got that welder's mask that we picked up from the car mechanic dude. But no way to make use of it without the torch, the propane torch. We've even got a massive, great big canister of propane gas back at the shop. There we go. That wasn't so difficult. Did the big horde over the road respond to us? No, they didn't hear. Just far enough away, I expect. Okay then, Pansy. Coast still clear. What's in here? Generator. No propane torch. Box of nails always welcome, as is duct tape. Can always make good use of those. No. Ooh, a sledgehammer. Well, it's not a propane torch. However, that is very useful. So yeah, get off home with it all. And we can do some interesting remodeling of these here premises. You can break in through the roof and put stairs in from the apartment and get rid of the outside stairs, which would solve that particular security niggle that I have in the back of my brain. Which brings me to thinking more about Season 2 and the real and present threat. So it looks like Rosewood is easy mode at the moment. I know we have to go out of town, we have to go and mix it up in the warehouses, like at McCoy's and that, to get the things that we're going to need, which will be totally different. And with it being CDDA zombies, will be a huge challenge. But what I was thinking is we could reintroduce the helicopter, because we've got the sandbox controls, turn the helicopter back on and mix it up around here as well. That might be interesting to see, in which case we can stop being quite so blasé if we're going to have the helicopter attracting hordes onto our doorstep. Anyway, that'll do for now. It's a wrap. Season 2 coming up.
Got a feeling that I might die tonight. Woke up in the morning, raving for a brand new day.